right there.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Down. Way. Now it's the shortstop, Robin Young. And that one fouled off. And he's a former MVP. One down, base is empty. Lifted in the air, right field. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Two outs, base is empty. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Gone and all. Back here in Atlanta. Now here is Eddie Matthews. And fires in a fastball at 95. Late on that fastball.
I think he's sitting off speed there.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Just blown away in that at-bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at-bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
And a swing and a miss there.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up. Becoming on this guy in the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put the ball in play.
Jurickson Profar stands in now and watches strike 1. And a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone.
Struck him out looking. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. Braves. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Sal Freeland.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Profar in position. He's got it. And there's one down. So here's the Brewers DH, Jackson Chourio. Slider right there.
No ball. 1 strike.
Popped up. Acuna on the run. He's got it. That's out number 2.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a
swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And 1-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And now it's even up. Top of the 3rd, no score. And Kenny Jansen punches him out. That's a strikeout. 9. Back at Truist Park as we go to the last of the 3rd. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. That's out to center field. Mitchell makes the grab, 1 away. So here's Murphy now. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. as he was out front that time. And that one missing low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Just missed. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already. So he's got a good pace going, no doubt. 2 outs. That one's in there, and it's 0-2. Swing and a ground ball. Wrong. Inning over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Swing and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Wastes no time there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Christian Yelich up now for the Brewers. Popped out and fouled ground first time through. Base hit into center field. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter.
Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and that loads the bases.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no support.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Squeezes it. Runners tag up from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly, and they take a 2-run lead.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Contreras takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. It works.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Over to Adams. Over to first, safe. South Freeland up down to the Brewers. Fly to left his first time. Slider clips the corner.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. You look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
And that's a base hit. And out to a board. Jackson Chorier up now for the Brewers. Fly to right his first time. That one backed up the middle, and it gets through. Headed for the plate. The throw in, tipped on a line, and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Chipper Jones. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Right through there for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the part of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. 2 outs, base is empty. Tony Mueller next up for the Braves. Hard hit right side. He takes it on his own. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. It's the Brewers 3 and the Braves nothing. Back here in Atlanta, ready now for the 5th inning. And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. Strider back to work. Left field. Profar settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
That one is absolutely belted. Mueller makes his way towards it. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he's got a double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Yeah, the batter now, Bryce Terrain. Molitor over at second, one down. Swing and a miss as he was late.
The baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all four corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Strider checks the runner. Molitor dives back in safely. Swing and a ball lifted left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away. Yelly stepping into the box now. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. Chopper right side. Albies handles, throws the first, and that is the inning. Back at Truist Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, Eddie Matthews. There's a strike.
You know, these Braves, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
And a swing and a miss. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball.
Here is Matt Olson. And a foul ball.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
And he hits a ground.
Why is it not complying?
Ball right side, and that's just foul. Here's the pitch to Olsen. Gets a piece and stays alive. One down, base is empty. Fights it off, he'll see another. Hit on the ground to the right side. Wrong. Takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Profile. In the box now. No balls and a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Freddie Peralta with the strikeout. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Buck Farmer.
Just trying to keep this one close here. This is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Braun stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Out to center. Mueller sizing this one up. Brings it in. 1 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Robin Yount. Inside. And that's ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Dylan Lee, the left-hander, up and throwing. Guy, the right-hander. He's sitting up as well. A little out front there as he swings through it. To third. And that one handled. Throws to first in time. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. First pitch misses. Swing and a miss as he was out front. 2 down, nobody out. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And a swing and a miss.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and it clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Another 1-2. Keeps the...
On my way home. They're actually going to sign a washed up 41-year-old finger pointing, blame deflecting diva Aaron Rodgers. They are. They're going to allow Aaron Rodgers to steal from the Steelers. You're kidding. I can't believe it. He's, as LeBron says, completely washed. He was washed his last 3 years in Green Bay. Go look at the numbers of Aaron Rodgers' last 3 playoff games in Green Bay, and I'm including the final game. It was the final regular season game he played for Green Bay, which was a playoff for the playoffs against the upcoming, at that point, Detroit Lions. Go look at the numbers. Twice in a row before that, they had the number 1 seed. They're at home. What? He was washed then. I told the Jets he was washed. They actually got a reprieve because he tore his Achilles. Hope it's okay now. But he's done. When he came back last year, he was done. He hit the wall and then went over the cliff into quarterback retirement hell. He just can't play anymore. Last year, you could just see he lost arm strength. He's lost all his mobility. And most of all, he just lost his guts for playing football. He's stealing. And what are they going to give him? I don't know what it'll end up. Will they give him $50 million for the year? They're just treading water because the Steelers have come to this. I used to hate the Steelers back in the days they played the Cowboys in the Super Bowls. First two times we got them the next time. But what has become of the Pittsburgh Steelers? I don't hate them anymore. I pity them. And I like Mike Tomlin, but I can't defend the fact that they haven't. Guys just pulling behind me here. They haven't won a playoff game in 10 years. I love Mike Tomlin. I would say, if I could play pro football, I'd want to play for that guy. Well, I can't defend his record as a head coach. What's it been? 15 years since Aaron Rodgers beat him in the Super Bowl. What's Aaron post that Super Bowl that he got to play against Polamalu with a pulled hamstring? Those are the days I knew Ryan Clark very well. It was just clear Polamalu had a pulled badly. He shouldn't have played in the game. And Ryan was kind of on his last legs, playing more with his head than his body at that point. Yeah, Aaron made the one great throw to my guy Greg Jennings for the game-breaking touchdown. That's it. He's 7-9 since then. And go look at the 7. All of them have luck factor to it. He beat Joe Webb in a playoff game, who was a receiver, starting a quarterback for the Vikings. And remember when Odell went to South Beach to prepare for a game, his first playoff game ever on the frozen tundra? Just one thing after, remember the playoff game at Texas Stadium, Jerry World? Those two intergalactic surreal field goals from Mason Crossbar beat us from, 55 and 51 yards. One was a dying quail that barely made it over the crossbar. The other one, he hooked it left, and it was a hand of God field goal where a hooked field goal off his foot actually somehow curved back, faded back right between the upper. I don't know. That's Aaron Bleepin Rodgers. He's washed. But it was down to Aaron Rodgers or Mason Rudolph. Trust me, Mason Rudolph this coming year would be a more effective quarterback than Aaron Bleepin Rodgers. That's how bad it is for the Steelers. They are now my candidate to plunge. They're now, to me, starting to look like the odds-on favorite, especially with the division they play in, for the first pick in the draft next year. I don't know which quarterback's going to rise to the top. Maybe it'll be Arch Manning. Maybe Arch Manning will be next year's Pittsburgh Steelers starter in game one. I hope so for their sake, because this is going to be a disaster, and Aaron Rodgers doesn't care because he's grifting now. He's going to steal from the once mighty Steelers. Really? Steeler fans, I've heard from a lot of you lately. It's come to this for you? Well, at least he's still got a name, but he ain't got any game. Tyrese Halliburton has even one no-show.
Hey, Hey, do you
Returning to Sports Talk Radio on Sirius XM, Mad Dog Sports Radio. I signed a multi-year deal a few days ago. I will be returning to Sirius XM Radio. I will be on Mad Dog Sports Radio every weekday from 1 to 3 p.m. leading in the Mad Dog Russo. He has his show on from 3 to 6 p.m. every day. And then after that, my show will re-air on Mad Dog Sports Radio from 6 to 8 p.m. So from 1 p.m.
Jesus Christ was on his way to heal
30 years ago, I decided to give golf a try.
But even when you're at the top of your game, you can always shank one. Happy Gilmore sucks. How are you going to put Vienna through ballet school? It's $75,000 a year. That's 4 years. That's 333 grand. That's terrible math, Johnny. It's 300 grand. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I can see the happy I fall in my face.
Come on, you got to do it, Dad.
But how about the jigs?
I know how to do it, Dad. Let's go. What was happening?
Happy Gilmore is breaking in yet another caddy he just met.
All right, we're going to go. But you bring those. Those always come.
All right, that's it. They got a strap if you want to use the strap. Happy Gilmore didn't have things flowing on the first hole.
Check out the name tag, grandson. You're in my world.
Do a little stuff in there, Bob.
Everyone is talking about. Come back here.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
We've been watching you play, Mr. Gilmore. So inspiring.
Dad loved you, man. I am so sorry. Give him here. I got some Gorilla Glue. Remember the happy place I went to? You go to yours.
Oh, my God, Rory.
Jackass. Bingo. You stole my life from me. Why would I want to steal the life of somebody who eats pieces of shit for breakfast? Oh, no, this whole thing, all of this, it's all from me. Oh, no, this.
Hey, yo, timeout, flag on the play. You mean to tell me, at the age of 41, Aaron Rodgers want to bring his old ass to the AFC North? Hey, Aaron, before you put pen to paper, you might want to reconsider, brother, because I promise you, this ain't what you want. You really trying to bring your ass to the division that has arguably the best pass rusher in football right now? I'm talking about a dude that's so damn lethal that if he retired at this very moment, he'd be a first ballot Hall of Famer? Nah, you don't want that. That's not even including guys like Kyle Van Noy or Dafe Owe, who just bulked up this offseason. Now he built like a damn Ford F-150. And God forbid the Bengals smooth things over with Trey Hendrickson, because that means for 6 games in your season, you're going to be fighting for your damn life. You think A-Rod is short for Aaron Rodgers? Nah, it's going to become an acronym for ambulance or on the way. What are you talking about? See, some of y'all probably think I'm wishing negativity on them, but nah, bro. I'm being completely honest. In the AFC North, I've seen the fastest, the toughest, and even the most promising quarterbacks fall victim to this division. So, Aaron, you can sign that contract if you want to, but people, y'all pray for that man, because he don't know any better.
Get back going with a foul ball. That one ripped. And it's off the wall, but foul. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it falls. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
And now, Sal Freely. There's a swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
That misses. And that is ball 1. Contreras leads off first with 2 down in the inning. Dives. What a play. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Right through there for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just
Took the extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And it's a leadoff double for their first hit of the game.
the dream of a perfect game turns out to be just that thanks to this hit. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Next offering is in for a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the sixth. Foul ball still 0-2. And that one upstairs. Foul ball still 1-2 count. Man at second. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, but you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Freely makes the catch, and that's the 3rd out. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Trevor Gott.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Reaching forward, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Garrett Mitchell now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Late that time, it's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Profar settles under it and makes the catch. 2 down. Paul Molitor up now for the Brewers. On the ground to 3rd. Throw on to Olsen, and that'll do it. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Fastball for a strike.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
Check swing called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone.
Well, now we've got the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change.
That does it for Frank.
The left-hander on now, Ryan Hudson.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. Foul ball still 0-2. Stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swing and a ball popped up. Terrain makes the catch, and there's one gone. Eddie Matthews next up for the Braves. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. It's gone. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 3-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
And the batter down, Matt Olson. And Olson is set down.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. But two-round trippers in this inning, the long ball was working. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Brewers baseball. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Aaron Bummer.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming on. I think it's a good... I know I never liked when opposing team did that to me.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Dylan Lee preparing to come on if needed. The 0-1. Swings through the sweeper.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first, in time to get him, one away in the strikeout.
Well, taking a look at the 3-pitch sequence here, pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter's going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And the sweeper misses for a ball. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 8th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Yeah, that was pretty gross right there.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. One down, base is empty. To the right side, Albies on to first. Yelich is out. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Braun. Out towards right center field. Acuna after it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Bottom of the inning. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. They bring a young arm out of the bullpen in this spot, Seaver Sheets. On for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next one just misses. Now 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Popped up. Wrong. Brings it in, and there's one down. Here's Sean Murphy, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fastball for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next pitch way upstairs.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. You want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the leader. Here's Orlando Arcia. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's in there for strike 1. And there's a foul ball. 2 outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball still 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets it. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Raisel Iglesias.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Mueller puts it away. And a quick out, number 1. William Contreras, the next to hit. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Freely in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That one ripped right center field. Stretches out and hauls it in. Nothing to cross here. This bottom 9. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Sheets back to work. That one in triple digits. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swing and it's popped straight up. He's under it. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. One up, one down. So here's the Braves' designated hitter, Chipper Jones.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And that drops in for a strike. A 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Mueller in the box now. Takes strike 1. Sheets is just 1 strike away, and that's down and away.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
3-2 the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Hello, baseball fans. Welcome into this one. It's opening day on the show. It's the Nashville Sounds taking on the Gwinnett Stripers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, ready to go here. Stepping to the plate now from Nashville, Tyrone Taylor. And the new season is officially underway.
0-1's the count.
Here's a grounder up the middle. Handles the chance. 1 out. What a defensive effort there. Tough to even get to the ball. And then an excellent off-balance throw. He really showed some great athletic ability as well as strong fundamentals on that play. And now the shortstop, Andrew Monasterio. He hits a fly to center. And 2 away now. Digging in, Darren George. A frozen rope. Brings it in with a nice running grab. We're in the bottom of the first. Digging in now for the Stripers, Will Brennan. A swing and a miss. On a cold night like this, every batter is dreading getting jammed on a high 90s fastball like that one. Monasterio settles underneath it, and there's 1 down. And now, Nacho Alvarez Jr. bunting for a hit. Throw to first, out, what a play! Just barely gets the runner on that one. Good idea by the hitter right there. He saw where the infielders were playing him, and he dropped a bunt trying to sneak on base. But he didn't locate it well, and they still got the out. I know he missed the zone, but that thing was hissing as it came home. Always fun seeing a pitcher break triple digits. Strike 2. His slider is absolutely hissing on its way home. 91 miles per hour. Pretty impressive. 2 outs, base is empty.
Race director has been very clear about extensive and extended book drafting. Race director has been very clear about extensive and extended book drafting. Kennedy. I broke my thumb. Hey, Cameron, you realize if we played by the rules right now, we'd be in gym? I think that the guy reminds me of like a 1979 Dale Earnhardt. Fast, not scared to use a front bumper. Doesn't care if somebody gets mad about it. On the verge of becoming a star. And I say that.
One and two, here's the pitch. Got him looking. Nice job out there as he gets him 1-2-3. End of one, and we're still scoreless. Today's game is brought to you by Sudsy Susie's Body Wash, offering new scents like oak, rhubarb, and floor polish. Top half of the second from Gwinnett. Left field getting pretty deep. It slams off the bottom of the wall. Around first, hustling for two. Here comes the throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. He was all over that one, and he just missed hitting that one out of here. Sure seemed like it had enough pop off the bat. Just didn't get it at the right launch angle. Great swing, though. Now they've got a good shot at scoring the first run of the game with the runner in scoring position. Second inning, no score thus far. Ground ball right side. And steps on the bag for the out. Digging in next for the Sounds, Jake Bowers.
Ball.
In this spot, he's probably hunting something up in the zone that he can drive, but he should be careful. If the ball gets up and in on the hands, he's more likely to just... This one swung on, hit very well, way back there. It's off the wall. Pulls into second, that's an RBI double. That's smart hitting to use the counter advantage like that. He knew the pitcher had to come into the zone, and he found a pitch to hammer. Now at the dish, Paul Goldschmidt, and handles this chance. Two gone now. So two down now, and here at the plate, Brock Wilken. Base hit. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Throw off line, runner scores. And they lead by two now. 2 outs and a runner at first. And now it's going to be Caleb Durbin. Puts this one in the air down the line. And that's that. On to the bottom of the second. Stepping to the plate for Gwinnett, Brian De La Cruz. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a foul straight back. Struck out looking for the backwards K. Leadoff batter retired here in the second. Next to hit, Max Ferguson. And a strike burns through at triple digits. Plenty of zip on that fastball. You can hear it sizzling even from the press box. Looks sharp. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Already two gone in the home half of the second inning. Here's the catcher, Johnny Pareda. This one in the air, center field. It's pretty deep. Makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. Top half, third inning, and now the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base knock. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. And the batter will be the shortstop, Andrew Monasterio. Bunts it in the air. And there's one down. Here's the power-hitting catcher, Darren George. 0 for 1 so far. Fly ball down the line. Brennan on the way over. Feeling for the wall, makes the catch in foul ground.
Now back.
The designated hitter digs in now. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Chases a high fastball there. Looks like he might be willing to chase up the ladder even higher after that swing. The pitcher saw that, and we'll see how he adapts. Foul ball there. Holmes checks the runner. Out! They got the runner, and that will end the inning. One hit in the inning. All set for the bottom of the third. Coming up to the dish for Gwinnett, Justin Dean puts it in the air to center. Racing over to make the catch.
Batting it, the second baseman, EJ.
Next up for the Stripers, number 2. And that one fouled off. Obviously in sync right now, just rolling out there. So digging in, Christian Cairo. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Rapid fire work on the mound. He's keeping these batters on their toes and goes down on strikes. Top of the fourth inning with the sounds at the dish. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. More than 80% of his first pitches are strikes so far. That's a good sign for this outing. Grounder to third, handles. Tosses to first. Leadoff batter retired in the fourth. Now at the plate, Emmanuel Rodriguez. 0 for 1, grounded out to first the last time. That one fouled off. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Alvarez sends it to first. 2 quick outs in the top of the fourth. So up next, Jake Bowers. Drove it off the wall last time, just missed going yard. Well struck, right field. That's back. That one is gone. A solo blast. And they add on. It's 3-0. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. Well struck, out to left. This one's carrying. It's off the wall. And it's a 2-out double. No question, he came up ready to hit. That one might as well have been placed on a tee, right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. On the ground, Alvarez. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. We're back here at the ballpark. I'm Ben Gelman bringing you the action, and leading off the bottom of the fourth, Will Brennan. Foul ball there. The 0-1. Up the right field line, and foul ball. And the slider just misses. What a take with 2 strikes. And that one is foul. We'll try again.
$270.
1-2 now. Swings through it for the K. 1 gone leading off the fourth. Now it's the shortstop, Nacho Alvarez Jr. 0 for 1. Popped up, and that's a foul ball. On the ground, right side, Durbin. And out at first. Digging in now for the Stripers, Ryan O'Hearn. Went down on strikes the first time through. That's in there, 0-1. Love how he's attacking the zone, throwing a ton of strikes. These hitters need to be ready to swing at the first good strike they see. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. The Stripers, with a 0 in the hit column so far. Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. 2 outs and nobody aboard. This one is labeled. Fair ball. Around first and heading for second. And it's a double, their first hit in this one. Down in the count, didn't matter. Put a great swing on it. Good rip down the line there. As soon as it fell in fair territory, it was pretty much guaranteed extra bases. Now, Brian De La Cruz struck out looking the first time up. Gets that fastball by the swing upstairs. I don't know how you catch up to that one. Just missed. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball. We're in the top half of the 5th. Coming up to the dish for Nashville, Caleb Durbin. Grounder to the left side, and that's just foul. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th.
The right fielder.
Now it's the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor. 1 for 2. Swings at the first pitch. Attacking the zone in this first inning, but the hitters haven't been fooled because too many strikes have leaked over the middle of the plate. Line drive for a base hit. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. Next up for the Sounds, Andrew Monasterio. Fly out to center field. Hauls it in on the run. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Darren George. This one in the air to right. Dean on the move to the gap. There to make the catch. Bottom half of the 5th, and the Stripers batting. Some impressive MLB players have come from Gwinnett County, including Jeff Francoeur, Brandon Marsh, Brian McCann, and Matt Olson. Down 0-2, and now you have to shorten up and just find a way to put it in play. Maybe gonna have to fight 1 or 2 off. Swings and misses. And the leadoff hitter set down in the 5th. Stepping to the plate for Gwinnett, Johnny Pareda.
Inside, ball 1.
1 out and the base is empty. They're attacking him with good velocity inside, and that makes it hard for him to get comfy at the plate. Next one's fouled back. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. And now, Justin Dean. So far, he's thrown more than 80% first pitch strikes, which is driving this excellent outing. If he keeps it up, he could work very deep into this one. Late on that fastball. What a job to stifle this offense. Almost 5 full innings of shutout pitching. Swing, ground ball out to short. On the run, throw to first. And very nicely done for the out. They're set down 1-2-3. They turn things over to the southpaw, number 21. This game is still pretty tight, so he has to give the bats a chance and keep it close. No mistake pitches. Fouled off left side. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of that. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. A.J. Blueball getting ready to go. De Los Santos warming up as well. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Leadoff batter retired in the 6th. Stepping to the plate now for Nashville. Emmanuel Rodriguez. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1 from the lefty. Missed inside with the curveball. Might have released that curve a little too soon. It backed up on him a bit. And that one fouled off. Ground ball, right side. 2 away now.
Now that's
Here's the left fielder, Jake Bowers. He belted a solo homer back in the 4th inning, which has proved to be a fairly critical moment in this game. Swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. I like the approach, knowing that a breaking ball was probably going to come sometime in the at-bat. Nice rip, just couldn't square it up. Now here's the 0-2. On the ground, right side. Oh, great stop. Throw to first. Out to the pitcher covering. What a play to end the inning. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the second baseman, number 2. Swinging and a miss. That one at 101. He's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes, so the hitters need to be ready to swing early. It may not drive up the pitch count too much, but you know you'll have a good shot to do damage. Got him swinging. 1 out as they get the lead on here in the 6th. Here's the 3rd baseman, Christian Cairo. That was a strikeout.
0-1.
On 0-1, the delivery.
0-1.
Swings and misses. 1 and 2. Absolute gas right there at 99. Swing and a miss. That's a K. Back-to-back Ks. So hard to get on top of a pitch at that location, let alone when it's at 100 miles per hour. That one was blown right by him. Liner caught at second. We're through 6 full innings. Top of the 7th here, and here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. Now the 3rd baseman, Brock Wilken. Grounder might be 2. The flip to second. They get 2. That's a very smooth play coming across the bag at second. He makes the bare-hand play look very easy. Teams are looking for effective play, not necessarily flashy play, but he had both right there. Ripped, but it curls foul. Fouled off down the right side. Breaking ball, and that got the hitter. Well, it was a 2-strike count, but a hit by pitch puts the runner aboard. Man on at first, and now the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Rolls away a little bit. For the second, not in time. He's there easily. And now a man in scoring position. That's a tough sequence for the pitcher. First you hit a batter, and then you immediately throw a wild pitch that puts the runner into scoring position. Runner at second, 2 down. Hard hit left side. And that's the 3rd out. 1 runner. Hope you had a good stretch at home, set for the last half of the seventh. Coming up to the dish for Gwinnett, Nacho Alvarez Jr. Just a hair behind on that fastball. He's got to get the swing going earlier. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And here's the 0-2. Now a pop-up on the infield. Durbin. There's one down. Batter probably wants a mulligan after that swing. That one was right down the pipe. The kind of pitch hitters dream about. He's been remarkable with first pitch strikes. Over 90% in this game. Because he's pitched so well to this point, I think the hitters need to adjust. They have to attack on the first pitch. Chances are, it'll be in the zone. Next up for the Stripers, Ryan De La Cruz. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And blows that one by 100. Still good life on that pitch late in this game. Got the batter swinging. Nice job out there as he gets. We go to the 8th. Digging in next for the Sounds, Andrew Monasterio. Gets a chase on that one. Great pitch to get a swing like that. Next one's popped in the air into right. One down. Coming up to the dish for Nashville, Darren George. One and up.
Outside.
One out and the base is empty. Foul ball there. It's 2-1 now, and he's got to be wondering when that fastball's going to come. Might be on this next pitch. On the ground, out to short, Alvarez. Whips it to first in time. 2 down. Next up for the Sounds, number 20. 1 for 3. Smoke to shortstop, but caught. Home half of inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Max Ferguson. That one into triple digits. You can tell he's locked in right now. Really knows what he's doing with every pitch. Swings through it for the K. And that's one away. The leadoff hitter retired in the 8th. And here's the catcher, Johnny Pareda. The hitters in this lineup have been aggressive early in the count, swinging a lot. But then when they get down, they need to be... This one along the left field line. And it stays fair. So a man on, digging in now for the Stripers, Justin Dean. Fastball in for a strike. If they're going to make something happen, now is the time. They need to cut this margin before the closer comes in. And a swing and a miss. Out number 2. And he should be strutting out there right now. 3 pitches, all heaters, and he gets the K. Impressive stuff. The second baseman in the box again, takes a strike. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Not sure he was ready to hit. Took the first 2 pitches for strikes. Time for him to battle now. Next one's popped in the air into right, and that's that. All set to start the 9th inning in this one. And now the center fielder, Emmanuel Rodriguez. And a curve misses outside. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. That's 2 straight breaking pitches away that he's thrown. He seems to be avoiding challenging this hitter. Swings through it. I know it was a hitter's count, but that pitch is tough to do damage on. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And a strikeout, that's out number 1 here in the 9th. At the plate, Jake Bowers. He's already homered in this ballgame. Swing and a miss, that one in the dirt. Tough to do damage on pitches that far out of the zone. That one is absolutely pummeled. It one-hops off the wall, could be trouble. Around first and digging for second. But he's in there easily. Such an impressive performance out of him in this one. His 3rd hit for extra bases. Smoked that ball to right field, and that comes back to the swing he put on it. Consolation prize. Stepping to the plate now from Nashville, Brock Wilken. And that one is inside for ball 1. Two outs with a runner at third. And the slider just misses. That backdoor breaking ball just missed, but it could have been called for a strike. The batter knows he's got to swing if he comes with another one. In the dirt, nice job behind the dish. 2-2 now. Struck out swinging. Gets to it, on to first, in time. So the drop 3rd strike. So bottom of the 9th. And here at the plate, Christian Cairo. Fouled off, he was late. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, looks ready to make the move. Number 13 departs. Only 2 hits allowed, so that's a great effort. And we'll be back after a quick break to tell you about the new pitcher.
Now pitching for Nashville. Number 45.
Swing and a foul straight back. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. I'm sure he wants that pitch back. Strike out swinging. Leadoff hitter retired here in the 9th. He's 2 outs away. Now it's the right fielder, Will Brennan. Not a great showing from their offense so far. One of these hitters has to find a way to spark something and get them some runs. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-0 on the gun, swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And the 1-2. Set down looking for the backwards K. Only 1 out remaining. So it's their last chance of the ball game. Swing and a foul back, that's out of play.
All 1. That's ball 2.
Nice eye right there. That's great discipline at the dish. He fell behind 0-1, then didn't overextend or get greedy. Now he's got a favorable count on 3-1. Strike 3, got him swinging. And this game is over. The sound.
What? Carry wood. Wow. He's on a 1-year deal. Jake Arrieta.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Saturday afternoon action on the show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Atlanta Braves. Well, Singy's trying to match the stellar performance by yesterday's starter. Looking forward to seeing what he's got today.
His teammate was lights out, Boog, in total command all game long. If he brings that same intensity again, these hitters are in for a long day.
First pitch coming your way next. Up now for Milwaukee, Paul Molitor. And that one fouled off. And Sale deals. That one the other way. And Acuna able to make the grab. One down. Robin Yin up down for the Brewers. Short hop liner handled it short. Tosses to first. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out. Here's Yelich at the dish. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Milwaukee. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Late with the swing there.
0-1.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. The throw to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. So here's the Braves' designated hitter, Chipper Jones. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Squeezes it, and there's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And first offering is fouled off. Woodruff deals. Hit hard on the ground to short. Over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. End of 1. Back here in Atlanta, here's some real power at the plate. Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a miss.
That pitch started in, ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Swing and a miss. And it's a 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Away. Clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play. And that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
Mueller makes the grab. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Next for the Brewers, Prince Fielder. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. Fielder goes 5 feet 11 inches, 270 pounds, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. Not even close there, and that's ball 1. No score here in the second. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off-speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
That one blasted deep to right. Acuna moving back. Out of here. He nails one out to right. His first homer of the year, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So 2 away with nobody on. Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in Game 3 of this 4-game series. Swing and a miss.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. Major League Baseball is on. Back at Truist Park. And now here is Eddie Matthews. Late swing, foul to the left. Matthews went deep in his most recent game. The pitch. And that is out of play. Foul ball still 0-2.
a healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
That one a little bit high, and the count is 1-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him as a hitter. You feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make
still 1-2 count. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Stays alive. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
7 fouls in a row. Such an impressive at bat we're seeing right here, regardless of how it ends up.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Here is Matt Olson.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Here they go, quickly now. Oh, they whistle at that. Timeout, I guess. There was a flag, but timeout, I guess. There was a flag, but now they signal the timeout.
Rogers is smiling because he got Pittsburgh, but Mike Tomlin's been around the block before. He walked right over and said no.
Trying to catch it with 12 on the field.
There's no flag.
Steelers got a timeout.
20 men on the field. First charge, timeout. Pittsburgh, 30.
Here's a 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 1-2 here. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Fastball is outside. Hit the air, left field. Makes the... Grabbing that alone the inning. New inning getting started. And now Garrett Mitchell. Sale back to work. There's a swing and a drive. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Here comes the 0-1. Runner takes off for third. Fouled off left side. And that one is lifted in the air. Profar has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead. Now it's going to be Robin Yim. Grounded out his first time. Step off throw to first. Tag, and he picked off.
Wow, that can be so tough. Left-hander with that leg. Picks it up and can dangle it in the air a little bit, and you're not quite sure. Really good move over, and you can't blame the base runner for getting picked off on that one.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Throw on to Olsen, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's going to be Ozzie Albies. And that's it. Through there for a strike. 0-1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Swing and a ground ball on to first. And Albies is retired. Here's Sean Murphy. 0 for 6 in the series so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Right through there for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Reaches for it, but it's foul. 1 out, bases empty. Got him swinging.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Comebacker to the mound. To first, 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Christian Yelich.
And first offering is fouled off. Awkward swing there. From the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well.
That one misses. Now 1-2. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Acuna sizes this one up, corrals it, and there's one down. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Off the mark there. Ball 1. Back up the... Oh, that got him! Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the lefty status. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
And now the first baseman, Prince Fielder. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And now 2 aboard. So up next, Jackson Chourio.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Foul ball there. Schwarber, the lead runner at second. Fielder at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a line drive, slicing into right field. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. That's in there. It's 0-1. Just missed. Fouled off down the right side. Foul ball still 1-2 count. Hit in the air, center field. Mitchell gets under it, and there's one down. Chipper Jones next up for the Braves. In for a strike. 0-1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And a foul ball. The other way. Yelich calls it in, 2 away. Tony Mueller next up for the Braves. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
That's a... bullet, but it goes foul. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one to first, and it goes just foul. And now 1-2. And they'll do it again. He goes down looking. And the Braves go down. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Digging in, Garrett Mitchell. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Mitchell, in his 4th year, 27 years old, a former first-round pick in 2020. Line drive, and out number 1 on the grab. Now it's the second baseman, Joseph Ortiz. Fly to left his first time. Cut out and missed. Good change up right there. It's 0-1. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. And there's 2 down. Now the third baseman, Paul Molitor. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Up the middle. What a stop. Throws from his knees. It's there, and that's a great play.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Bottom of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Eddie Matthews. Splits the plate, 0-1.
You know, these Braves, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And he makes the catch. One down.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Olsen, batting with one down, takes a strike. This ball's chopped to the ground. In plenty of time to first, and Olsen is set down. Here's Profar now. He's 0 for 1. And that's way high, and it's 1-0. Profar gets a piece there.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that's the third out. Back here in Atlanta, top 6. Up now for Milwaukee, Robin Yount. That's to third. Matthews gets to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Here comes Christian Yelich. 0 for 2 in this one. On the ground right side, but it kicks foul. 0-1 now. Out towards left center. Mueller has this one sized up. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. First-round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. That one outside. And that is ball 1.
No strikes.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Back at Truist Park, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Ozzie Albies. Swinging a foul back, that's out of play.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Struck him out looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Mitchell makes the grab, and there are 2 down. Here's Orlando Arcia. That misses. Ball 1.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle. And with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. 2 outs. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fights it off, you'll see another. Foul ball still 1-2 count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That one off the mark, 2-2. The Braves down by a pair here in the bottom of the sixth. Goes down looking. Braves. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Trevor Guy. He's making his second appearance of the season. Fought off foul.
Well, these Brewers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Slings it across, and a quick out, number 1. Next for the Brewers, Prince Fielder. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Liner out at second.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives don't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Chorio now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Activity in the bullpen. Buck Farmer up and throwing. Lee getting loose as well. A changeup missing. And the count even 1-1.
1-1.
Ground ball left side. He takes it on his own. They don't come much closer than that. Bottom of the seventh, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Raleigh Fingers. This is his first appearance of the season. Hard hit left side. And they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And next for Atlanta, Chipper Jones. Raleigh, a former Cy Young Award winner, he features a sinker, a slider, a forkball, and he works in a four-seamer. And another ball. Swing and a foul out of play. One down, base is empty. And that one missing low.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with a three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The Braves yet to pick up a hit here. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Smoked on the ground at second. Gets it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Buck Farmer. Ripped to short. Arcia rips it to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth. Joseph Ortiz will hit next. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone. And now, Paul Molitor. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Eddie Matthews. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Raleigh, the tall righty, 195 pounds, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Olsen at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. The Brewers up by 2 near the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Got him looking for the strikeout, and he strikes out the side here.
Now
we're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Dylan Lee.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
The shortstop takes the ball. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Sandy Alcantara, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. This to 3rd, and that one handled. Sends it to 1st, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. And now it'll be Christian Yelich, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And it's fouled away. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now it's the DH, Kyle Schwarber, 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And it's 0-1. Yelich goes. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Oh, great grab on the dive. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. And now it's William Contreras. 0 for 3 in this one. Hit on the ground is short. Arcia fires across the diamond, and that. And we're back. Bottom 9, and now it's the switch inning second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Everyone's attention on the no-hit bid now. 3 tough outs to get. Climb the ladder with that fastball. Strike 1. 3 outs from a no-hit. The 0-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. He's 2 outs away. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Sean Murphy swings through that one, 0-1.
You can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You've got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out. So digging in, Orlando Arcia. In there for strike 1.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, no-hitters are awesome, but there's something really fun and cool about a combined no-hitter. What a great day to be at the ballpark. This team got the W. That's what's most important.